Okay, now read the next question. A city with coverage area of 500 square kilometer. You just change this 1500 to 500. Okay, it is not 1500. It is a printing mistake. You can change to 500. Thus, you can change to 500 square kilometer. So a city with a coverage area of 500 square kilometer is covered with a 12 cell system, each with a radius of 1.387 kilometer. So totally the entire coverage area of the city is 500 kilometer. Okay. Now this particular network is a 12 cell system. 12 cell system means in one cluster you are having 12 number of cells, and each cell is having a radius of 1.387 kilometer. So capital R is equal to 1.387 kilometer. Then the total allocated spectrum is 28.5 megahertz. Altogether, the entire spectrum is of wide frequency range, which is of 28.5 megahertz. Means your channel will be allocated from this spectrum, that is 28.5 megahertz. Okay, so in that particular spectrum, you are having a full duplex channel. In the spectrum, you are having a full duplex channel where each channel is having a bandwidth of 25 kilohertz. I repeat, you are having a 28.5 megahertz spectrum, and from this spectrum, you are going to allocate channel where each channel is having a bandwidth of 25 kilohertz. It is not mega, it is 25 kilohertz. I repeat once again, you are having a city with a coverage area of 500 square kilometer. Kindly change that 1500 to 500. Okay, so you're having a city of 500 square kilometer coverage area with a cellular system of 12 cell system. Means in one cluster you are having 12 cells. Each cell is having a radius of 1.387 kilometer. Okay, this is a radius of each cell, and the total available spectrum is 28.5 megahertz. From the spectrum, we are allocating a channel where each channel is having 25 kilohertz. Each channel bandwidth is 25 kilohertz. Assume that grade of service is 0.02, and it is explicitly mentioned what kind of system is it is Erlang-B system. So you are supposed to make use of Erlang-B chart or Erlang-B table to find the traffic intensity. And what about this offered traffic per user? What is this? Is it A or AU? Offered traffic per user is 0.03 Erlangs. What is this?
AU, sir.
Yes, AU. So AU is equal to 0.03. GOS is equal to 0.02. Total bandwidth is equal to 28.5 megahertz. One channel's bandwidth is 25 kilohertz. Overall coverage area is 500 square kilometer. Radius of the cell, capital R, equal to 1.387. Cluster size is equal to 12. That is, in one cluster you are having 12 cells. Clear? So these are the given parameter of the system. Now what you need to find out? Compute. The first parameter that you need to find is the number of cells in the service area. Number of cells in the service area. Any idea how we are going to find the number of cells? Just think a logic thing. That is, you are having a city with 500 square kilometer, and one cell's radius is given to you. What is that? 1.387 kilometer. From this, you need to accommodate that entire cells in this particular coverage area. So how we are going to find the number of cells?
So total area by cell radius, sir.
Not cell radius, cell area. Radius is different from, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So from radius, we are going to calculate the area of one cell. Then we are going to divide the total area divided by the radius of one cell. So that is answer for question number A. So write that question number A is number of cells in the service area. number of cells in the service area. The number of cells in the service area can be found by dividing the total area, coverage area, divided by area of one cell. But area of one cell is not given in the question. Radius of the cell is given. So assume that my cell is hexagonal in shape, because normally we are using hexagonal cellular system, isn't it? So if you use a hexagonal cellular system, then the formula to find the area is 2.5981 r square. Okay, 2.5981 r square. Just you note down this formula. The area of one cell is given by 2.5981 capital R square. R is given to you, substitute. So 2.5981 into 1.37 square, that is 5 square kilometer. So this is the area of one cell. Then how we are going to find the total number of cells? NC is equal to total coverage area divided by area of one cell. Total coverage area divided by area of one cell, that is 500 by 5, it will be 100 cells. So in that particular coverage area, you are having 100 cells of radius 1.37 kilometers. It's not miles, this is wrong. Okay, it is kilometer. So 500 by 5, 100 number of cells you have. Now coming to second part of the question. Any doubts with respect to the first part? We'll go to the second part. In the second part, we are going to find the number of channels per cell. Number of channels per cell means C you need to find out. Number of channels per cell. To find the number of channels, what you have to do is, you know the total spectrum which is available for us. Total spectrum is 28.5 megahertz, and one channel you are having 25 kilohertz. For one channel you are having 25 kilohertz. So similarly, how many cells are there? 12 cells. So 12 into 25 kilohertz will be the total bandwidth allocated to the entire channels. Clear? I repeat, 25 kilohertz is the bandwidth assigned to one channel. Then we need to multiply with 12, because 12 is nothing but the frequency reuse factor or the replication factor. In one cluster you are having 12 cells. So these 12 cells are again and again it's repeating, isn't it? So you need to multiply 25 into 12 to get the total bandwidth of the entire channel. Now, after finding the bandwidth, that is 25 into 12, we are going to divide the allocated spectrum divided by the total bandwidth, that's 25 into 12. But see that the two frequencies are in same unit. Allocated spectrum, it is 2.85 megahertz, so you need to convert into kilohertz, because the channel bandwidth is in kilohertz, the other one is in megahertz. So 28.5 megahertz you need to convert into kilohertz, so that it will become 28,500 kilohertz divided by 25 kilohertz into 12. So in one cell you will be getting 95 channels. So this is the total channels per cell. Now coming to the part C, traffic intensity of each cell means, traffic intensity of each cell means we are going to find A. It is not AU. Traffic intensity per user means it is AU. It is traffic intensity of each cell means it is capital A. So to find capital A, you need to access that Erlang B chart, but for that you have the two different parameters GOS and C with us. C is given 90, I mean, C is already we have found out from the second part of the question, 95 channels per cell. So when C is equal to 95 and GOS is equal to 0.02, from the Erlang B table, we will be able to find the traffic intensity capital A as 84 Erlangs per cell, because we are only considering per cell basis, 95 cells, 95 channels per cell it is. So that is why A is also measured in Erlangs per cell. Now, after calculating the traffic intensity per cell, in the fourth part, you are going to calculate the maximum carried number of mobiles per unique, maximum carried traffic. In the fourth part, that is D, you are going to find the maximum carried traffic. What do you mean by maximum carried traffic? We are going to consider the entire cells into account. As of now, we have taken only one cell that is capital A. Now, after finding capital A per cell, we are going to find the maximum carry traffic. For this, we need to multiply the intensity per cell with the total number of cells. How many number of cells are there? From part A, we found out it is 100 number of cells. So 100 into intensity per cell, that is 84. So total or maximum carry traffic in the entire system will be 8,400 Erlangs. Okay. In part E, we are going to find the total number of users for this particular GOS. Total number of users AU, that is U, you need to find capital U. You know the formula of finding U. You have already done from the previous question. U is nothing but it is total traffic divided by traffic per user. That is A by AU. What is U? U is equal to A by AU. A already we found out 8,400 divided by AU is given to you. AU means traffic intensity offered per user. It is given 0.03 in the question. So that 0.03 you can substitute over here and find out that 280,000 users are supported by this particular system. Okay. So this is the count of entire system. Now what about part F? The question in part F is the number of mobiles per channel you need to find out. How many channels are there? How many channels are there? The total number of channels are 140. Sorry, 1140. How did you got that 1140? Any idea? We are having how many number of channels per cell? We are having 95 channels per cell. Similarly, how many cells we have? 100 cells we have. Okay. So number of users divided by number of channels. So you will get this figure 245 mobiles per channel. So we need to calculate the total number of channels available in the system, and then we are dividing that particular figure, that is what is that? Yeah, 280,000 users divided by that number of channels. Then we'll find G, part number G. You just go through this. I'll post the PDF in your classroom. Go through it detailed. Any doubts, please ask. The last part is the theoretical maximum number of users that could be served at one time by the system. Means simultaneously how many number of users can be served by the system. That is nothing but C into NC. Why we are taking C into consideration? Because in one cell we are having only 95 channels. So these 95 channels are being repeatedly replicated, right? These 95 channels, only these 95 spectrum are only available to us. So these 95 bandwidth or this set of bandwidth is being replicated again and again among the entire geographical region to avail the service. So we are going to multiply this channel number 95 into the total number of cells that we have. Okay, that is nothing but your 100. NC. NC is, what is NC? NC is the number of cells. So you will have 9,500 users with you. Okay, and what about the total number of users? It is 280,000. So out of 2,80,000 total number of users, only 9,500 users can access the channel at a time. Remaining others will not have any service if they try to call the setup. Okay, even though they try to call some people, but still they won't be able to get the connection. Why? Because only we have 9,500 users supported by the system simultaneously. If I am the 9,501 person means I won't get the service. So only 3.4% of the entire customers will have a they are only possible to access the system simultaneously. 3.4% of the entire population or entire customers will be able to access the system simultaneously. Okay, that is part number G. So read the question again n number of times and try to solve all these parts from A to G. If any doubts, please let me know in the next class. Okay, I'll post this particular PDF in the class. Clear? So this is very important question again. The previous one is also very important. Both example number 3.5 and 3.6. And yesterday we have already solved 3.4 in the class. Okay, from the PPT itself, we have solved 3.4. All these three questions you just go through 3.4, 5, and okay. So let me stop here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.